How's it going, everyone? In today's video, we're going to be taking an honest look at Bluehost and what they have to offer, ranging from features, plans, pricing, and more. Bluehost is one of those saving graces that allows you to make a site without even knowing how to code. So for those of you who aren't interested in learning HTML to make a site, you might find Bluehost up your alley. And since I'm going to be entirely honest, I'll be letting you know both of what I liked and what I didn't, so you know exactly what you're getting ahead of time. Though if at any point throughout the video you become interested in trying Bluehost yourself, I've included our exclusive link in the description with a discount that applies to their entire site. It's a special offer, so if you're curious, feel free to check it out. Now, when looking at the cost of getting your website up and running, you'll find a few hosting options with Bluehost, including shared, VPS, and dedicated hosting. If you're just starting out, the basic shared hosting plan might be the way to go. It's designed for beginners and includes hosting for one website, 10 GB of SSD storage, and a free domain name for the first year. Plus, you get a 3-month trial for a professional email account. This plan is pretty affordable too, costing just under $3 a month, making it a practical choice for those who are just dipping their toes into creating a website without spending a lot of dough. However, if you're thinking about the future and believe you might want to expand your website, Bluehost has more advanced plans like Choice Plus, Online Store, and Pro. These offer up to 100 GB of SSD storage and are optimized for sites with heavier traffic. But really, if you're at the beginning of your website journey, starting with the basic plan is a sensible choice. It provides everything you need to get started without overwhelming you with options or costs. Keep in mind though that the prices you see here are for the 12-month plan, so the prices renew at their original rate afterwards, but you can also select a 3 years plan that'll cost you less long term. For those of you that want something with more resources, then the VPS plan is your best bet because you get more power in the form of increased RAM, CPU, and SSD, but more importantly, these plans have unmetered bandwidth, which means that your site won't slow down in cases of increased traffic. This is notable because alternatives like Hostinger have capped bandwidth limits, which require you to pay an extra fee if you go over it, so consider that a big plus. However, as you can expect, with extra power comes forking over more money, whether that's $32 or $72. Full transparency though, the plans here are listed at their longest payment period, so before transitioning to a VPS plan, you want to make sure that your site is growing and necessitates an upgrade because you want to get the most out of your plan and not go for the short-term ones since they are more expensive. The last web hosting plan is one that I assume most of you watching this video won't be opting for because they're catered to massive sites that require a lot more of the resources we've already discussed. Simply put, this is the best hosting plan out there, at least in my opinion, if you want the best possible support for a massive site. Moreover, all of these plans have a software called WordPress, which allows you to create websites with their tools. Now, Bluehost and WordPress together make starting a blog or a website pretty straightforward, and it's interesting because Bluehost is one of the few hosting services that WordPress itself recommends. This partnership highlights the reliability and effectiveness of using Bluehost for WordPress sites. What makes this combo appealing is how easy they've made it to set up a WordPress site. Bluehost offers a one-click WordPress installation that does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. It's handy for those who aren't super tech savvy or just don't want to spend hours setting things up. The dashboard and overall user interface are intuitive, so navigating through your site's setup and management is more about clicks and less about code. Beyond the setup, Bluehost tailors its hosting plans with features that cater specifically to WordPress users. This includes automatic WordPress updates, which keep your site secure and running smoothly without you having to manually check for the latest version. They also offer staging environments, allowing you to preview changes to your site before they go live, a neat feature for keeping your site polished and professional. Security-wise, Bluehost includes free SSL certificates with their plans, adding an extra layer of security to your site, and daily backups so you don't have to worry about losing your contents. While the integration between Bluehost and WordPress aims to simplify the process of running a website, it's not without its challenges. However, should you find yourself in a bind, Bluehost provides 24/7 support to assist with any any issues that arise. In essence, Bluehost's integration with WordPress is about making web hosting and site management as painless as possible. It's a solid option for anyone from beginners starting their first blog to businesses expanding their online presence. Furthermore, there's an extra feature called Site Lock you might consider for an added layer of security. While it might seem like just another expense, SiteLock offers significant value by monitoring your website's traffic and scanning for threats, which in turn can also enhance your site's performance. This means not only is your site safer, but it can also load faster and more efficiently. Plus, with SiteLock, your visitors are safer too, thanks to that SSL certification that prevents alarms from visitors' antivirus programs. Now, if you're worried about losing your work due to internet issues or site problems, installing Jetpack could be a smart move. Jetpack automatically backs up your work, providing that extra layer of security and peace of mind, ensuring that your efforts aren't lost in case of unexpected interruptions. And for those concerned about your website speed and user experience, Cloudflare is worth mentioning. It's a feature that boosts your site's speed and reduces loading times by utilizing an advanced content delivery network. And faster loading times aren't just about a better experience for your visitors, they can also improve your site's SEO, drive more traffic, and potentially increase conversion rates. In essence, Cloudflare helps make your site more efficient and user-friendly. Another noteworthy feature of Bluehost's shared hosting is the inclusion of solid-state drives or SSDs. SSDs are a step up from traditional hard drives because they use more efficient technology to store data. This switch can significantly boost your website's performance by offering faster loading times and quicker data-saving processes. Essentially, SSDs make everything run more smoothly and swiftly, from opening your website to uploading content, enhancing the overall user experience and efficiency of your site management tasks. However, an aspect of Bluehost that doesn't get as much limelight but is incredibly useful is the cPanel. This tool is a real ally when it comes to managing your server and website. It gives you access to a range of features like managing your emails, databases, and keeping an eye on your site's metrics. For those who might not be too familiar with how the cPanel works or need a bit of guidance, there's a resource known as the Knowledge Base. This section is dedicated to helping you understand and navigate the cPanel, ensuring you can make the most out of its features without feeling overwhelmed. It's a practical resource for anyone, whether you're setting up your first site or managing multiple sites. When it comes to support, Bluehost is actually known for its reliable 24/7 support, available through both phone and chat. However, it's worth mentioning that their phone support isn't a direct hotline, which might mean a bit of a wait if you're seeking immediate assistance. That's pretty much the only downside I've noticed with their support system. Yet, this shouldn't be taken as a reflection of their customer service quality, which is honestly top-notch. Bluehost's support team is remarkably patient and thorough, ensuring that you understand each step of whatever process you're navigating. They're committed to making sure you feel confident and informed after each interaction. And in case you're looking for help and find yourself waiting, remember that my channel has a wide array of tutorials covering various services, including Bluehost, so there's a good chance you might find the help you need while you wait. So despite the potential wait for phone support, Bluehost really excels when it comes to the quality of their customer service. They're genuinely dedicated to providing exceptional support, ensuring every customer is well taken care of. So considering everything we've touched upon, Bluehost really shines with its user-friendly interface, which stands out for its ease of use, especially for beginners. The control panel is intuitive, simplifying the process of website management and WordPress integration. This ease of use is complemented by Bluehost's reliable uptime, ensuring websites are consistently accessible to visitors, a critical factor for businesses relying on online presence. Additionally, Bluehost's commitment to customer service is evident through their 24/7 support via phone and chat, where users can expect patient and knowledgeable assistance. They also emphasize security with SSL certificates, site lock protection, and regular backups to protect against threats and data loss. On the affordability front, Bluehost offers competitive pricing across a variety of plans, making it an attractive option for those seeking a balance between cost and features. On the flip side, Bluehost also has its challenges. One notable concern is the potential wait times for phone support, which can be a drawback for users in need of immediate help. The company's tendency to upsell services can also overwhelm users, especially those who prefer a more straightforward hosting solution. After the initial promotional period, Bluehost's renewal rates can jump significantly, which might surprise people not prepared for the long-term costs, which is why I made sure to mention that. Also, while Bluehost is generally reliable, some users report variability in site performance, particularly on shared hosting plans during high traffic periods. Lastly, the most basic plans may not include advanced features required by more experienced users or those managing larger sites, prompting a need to upgrade to more expensive plans for additional functionalities. Overall, though, Bluehost offers a solid hosting solution with a strong emphasis on user experience, support, and security. However, you should be mindful of the aspects that could affect overall satisfaction, such as support wait times, upselling practices, renewal prices, performance variability, and the availability of advanced features in basic plans. So with all of that being said, would I recommend Bluehost? I definitely would if you need the resources to run a larger site because you have a set price and the sheer power to keep it running. However, if you're just getting started, something like Hostinger will stretch your money further with more resources and in some cases, more advanced ones that will run your site just fine. If you want to learn more about Hostinger, then check out my review of them in the description below to see more of what I'm talking about. Regardless though, once you get to the VPS, you might find yourself needing the reliability of Bluehost's unmetered bandwidth and CPU over capped limits and vCPU. In fact, I actually compare both platforms in another video of mine, so you should check that one out as well to see my final verdict. As for this video though, that wraps up all I have to say. If you guys have any more questions, definitely let me know in the comments and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If you enjoyed the video as well, consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel so we can make more helpful content. Also, don't forget about the site-wide discount we have via the link in the description that can save you money and get you to their site sooner. At any rate though, thank you so much for watching guys, and until next time, take care.